What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Megan. I'm back, MeganA'Nya. This is second EP for the night. So, y'all, I've been getting in the group of, EP dumping on y'all. Going by my day, the EP dumping during the night. So I'm in the vibe. But no, y'all. These next 30 days, I'm trying to create a routine, create some consistency, structure. Because getting back in the flow is one thing, but a plan without any type of stability or it's not a plan for real. So, but today's EP is about unconditional love. Unconditional love. Nobody but your granny give you unconditional love. But then having loyalty, which was the last EP. But then having loyalty and understanding that loyalty is love, we lack unconditional love. Unconditional love normally comes from the hearts of givers. And if you have unconditional love, you can also love and have boundaries, loving people with a long handle spoon, because love can be dangerous and a distraction, and love can hurt and feel like a high, and love can be disappointing, and love can motivate you. So, it's so many different perspectives of love itself, unconditional love. How you think that make you feel? So it's just so many things to touch on, so many perspectives to get into. But we're going to always back it with the word, because my OG up above in the heavens, orchestrating and directing, got things all ordained. He got an answer for everything that mankind could ever question. But let's throw some definitions in there so we can have a full understanding. And really, this EP is straight facts from the Bible, because this is a more of a teaching me and a perspective type of EP, rather than this is something that I really have a broad thing to talk about. I just want to stay on the surface with what the Bible says unconditional love is and describes it, because this season's for the people, and I feel like we lack compassion and the ability to allow people to make mistakes. And I think people's love come with prices. People's love comes with, burdens. People's love come with people come with so many things. So in order to love a person and in order to fully grasp a sense of urgent care and compassion for someone, you got to do it unconditionally. You got to just come from the heart, And I feel like if you're one of those people, because me, I'm a giver, and most things that I do come from the heart. So I'm not looking for nothing in return when I give. I'm not looking to take anything back when I'm not there. When I remove myself and love you with a long handle spoon. I'm not looking to revoke my love from you. If I'm setting boundaries, I'm not willing to belittle myself to love you. Period. All of these things, there's so many yin and yang perspectives of love and experiences, because love is a direct fruit. So without, love, you really are missing something internally within your heart. So it's just a little intro to what we gonna really get into. That Lauryn Hill, if y'all listen to music in album form, because I listen to albums of music, so that one little interlude where the kids was in the room and it was like, y'all think that you too young to love? And it was like, no, I think you can love, it just depends, and da. But stuff like that, it's different perspectives. So unconditional, we're gonna just define unconditionally. It means in a way that is not limited by requirements or conditions, and also definition is absolute. So we're going to also define giving, to present voluntarily, and the root word give is to present voluntarily without expecting compassion. So if you're giving, you should voluntarily do something. You making that choice to voluntarily do something with And if you're giving unconditionally, you're voluntarily choosing to do something with no limits or requirements, and it's within absolute, a space of absolute purpose and value, really. So if you loving unconditionally, just imagine the standard that God is holding you to, because these are what these words mean. And in my last EP, I said, I feel like we use these popcorn elementary words, but we don't really grasp what they really mean and truly what we don't understand, We're just using words, not understanding the weight that this word really holds because of by its definition and the expectations that you set within using these words, because people understand their definition. So let's get into the Bible talk, y'all. And again, this is not like, oh my God, convert to Christians, be a Christian. Like, this is not that. I just structure everything. I got to find it in my Bible nowadays. I don't got no answer. Y'all don't got no answer. The therapist think I don't answer, or we ain't got no money to be paying for no therapist to give me no answer. But all of this got to get the answer somewhere, and the Creator says He has the answers for all things. So the Bible presents unconditional love through a concept of agape. I guess that's a Bible story in the Bible. A deliberate choice based on love that depends entirely on the character of the giver, not the actions of the receiver. So no matter if you deserve this or not, I'm choosing to give it. And y'all, these scriptures, when I was getting into it through my compare and contrast, it touches the heart for real. I feel like a lot of people, love is very conditional. Love is not an exchange. Love is a sacrifice. Do you hear that? Love is a sacrifice. People come with so much. When you are choosing to love someone, you are sacrificing your time, your energy, the knowledge you obtain, the being equally yoked. You're sacrificing your decision making, what you're allowing to influence you, what you're allowing to speak into your life, what you're allowing to give to you, who you're allowing. All of this comes within this one fruit. A lot of love in this generation, love comes with sacrifice. Love makes you do crazy things. A lot of love in this generation is a lot of social relationships. Their expectations are coming from influences, Your perspective of love and what a relationship should be is influenced from, that 90s love or toxic culture or trap queens or Bonnie and Clyde or systematic love of gender roles and what you're expecting. Everybody, it's 2026. Everybody mingles and go from, you can meet somebody that's from Vietnamese in the States and date them, and now you got to adapt to their culture and what they know love to be. So see how it just shows up in so many different perspectives, and you have to choose to love unconditionally and give unconditionally within having grace and loyalty and peace and understanding and an open mind, First, God explains His standards of love. Romans 5:8. God demonstrates His own love for us in this: while we were still sinners, Christ died for us. God gave His only Son. He sacrificed for love, for His creation, and for grace upon humanity. He sacrificed. That's the first act of love. You got to sacrifice, because love is a sacrifice. So regardless of what you lost, the time you lost, when you're grieving love, don't think about what you sacrificed, because you did it with unconditional perspectives. So you got the end with it being unconditional. 1 Corinthians 13:7 is It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. I'm going to read it again. It always protects, it always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. Love always protects, it always trusts, it always hope, and it always perseveres. Just like in this, y'all, this goes to show, just like in the other EP, if y'all were listening to it in order, loyalty, we said loyalty is love. That saying by 21 Savage, I'd rather have loyalty over love because love really don't mean nothing. But without loyalty, without love, you can't have loyalty, because loyalty means to trust and to be faithful. In order to be faithful, you have to have hope in things that you don't see proof for, and so you have to trust. So in order to love always protects, love always trusts, and love always have hopes, and it always perseveres. It always wins. Then you have John 3:16. God gave his son for the world before anyone earned it. He sacrificed that. All the hate, the envy, the dysfunction, the pride, the confusion, the self-hate, the death, the murder, the war, the oppression that we as people have created amongst ourselves throughout history. God saved us by sacrificing his own son to now give us grace and mercy within the sins that we create out of our own lack of understanding. He saves us for no reason. We didn't earn grace. We didn't earn peace. We didn't earn love. We didn't earn joy. We don't deserve the understanding and mercy that he gives us. But he still gave. He already gave it and keeps giving before anyone earned it, because it's unconditional. Because when you go back to it's absolute. He volunteered without expecting any compassion. What? He was present. He's a giver. Y'all don't see how this is all aligning. Y'all, I just be in a moment and talking and just like, let's just get back to it. The truths of unconditional love. What? It acts first. God loves before, we respond. It lacks. Hold on. It lacks conditions. It does not change based on performance. He gave before we earned it. So, like a participation award, you get an award even if you didn't earn it. It lacks conditions. Unconditional love lacks conditions. It does not change based on performance. So even if you do this to me, I'll still love you and have grace, because God did that for the people. What? Even if you say this and call me out my name, I'll still choose to be respectful to you and have grace and love you unconditionally, because despite your performance and how you're behaving. It endures failure. Unconditional love endures failure. We make mistakes. Allowing mistakes. Unconditional love allows mistakes. We mess up. We're humans. You make decisions, but you gotta learn from it. You can't just keep making mistakes and then expect the people to just keep forgiving you. Now you're just manipulating and using and not being fair. But you can make a mistake. I feel like people get mad and revoke their love. People get angry and take back everything that they ever said and delete pictures and burn letters and do all these crazy, absurd things. But unconditional love endures failures. It commands sacrifices. Believers must love enemies the same way that God loves us. What? So why can't we as people simply extend the same principles and values to each other as God does to us? Unconditional love differs from enabling bad behaviors. Like I said in the beginning, you can love people from a long handle spoon. Just because I love you don't mean I got to deal with your BS. Just because I love you don't mean I have to invite that in my space. Just because I love you don't mean I got to have that around my kids. Just because I love you don't mean we can't coexist in an environment for like an hour or 30, but that don't mean I got to talk to you every day. So unconditional love is different from enabling bad behaviors, and we're going to get into it. Unconditional love acts in long-term spiritual and emotional interest of the person, even when it requires tough conversations and boundaries. Hello, we've already talked about boundaries. Enabling seeks easy ways out, focusing on short-term peace, avoiding confrontation, and keeping the person happy instead of helping with their growth. Enabling covers up and excuses, hides, or minimize bad behavior, which allows the destruction to keep creating a pattern. Proverbs 27:6, wounds from a friend can be trusted, but an enemy multiplies kisses. Ooh! I'd rather you cut me to my face than talk about me behind my back. I'd rather you respect me enough to put me on game than sneak around and leave me in the blind. You gotta have loyalty to have love. What? You gotta have love to have loyalty. Not that you rather have one or the other. It works together. Without one, there is no other. What? Then we can say, love allows consequences. Standing by a person through the pain of their own consequences, but does not step in to intercept the lessons that God is teaching them. But enabling rescue steps in to pay the debts, lie to, or fix the messes and the mistakes, which robs the person from hitting rock bottom so that they can get that change. Proverbs 19:19, a hot-tempered man must pay the penalty. If you rescue him, you will have to do it again. Did you not hear what he said? You gotta pay. If you rescue him, I'm gonna just take you through that again. And you're gonna just keep wanting to rescue him. Because I'm going to just keep taking him through that until you learn the lesson. Sometimes God strip you from all things so that he's the only thing that you can focus on so he can teach you that lesson. Sometimes he lets you hit rock bottom so that you can know what it feels like, since nothing but up is better. Love establishes boundaries. Just because I love you don't mean I have to be a victim to your dysfunctions. Just because you love them don't mean you have to be a victim to their dysfunctions. Remove yourself. Do what's best for you. Do what's best for your family. Do what's best for your heart. Do what's best for your peace. Do what's best for your sanity. And if you got to love people from afar, do that. If you got to cut your mama off, do that. If you got to cut your cousin and sister and them off, do that. If you got to remove yourself and break up with somebody for your own peace, do that. Leave that man, leave that woman, leave that person in their own dysfunctions, because just because you love them don't mean you have to be a victim to their dysfunction. Hurt people hurt other people, but you can't be hurt if you don't allow yourself to be in situations that are going to hurt you, because you take accountability and you are responsible for your own actions and emotions. Y'all, this season's for the people. When I tell you it's for the people, I'm telling you, we all need it. So many people can relate in so many different ways. Just one topic may hit you, and the next topic may hit somebody else. But that's unconditional love, and that's what the Bible said it is. So when you are presenting unconditional love and when you are expecting it, start with the root. Start with the source of what the words say you should look for and obtain. And how you know when you got it? The Bible got an answer for everything. And if it's some things that y'all want to know about and you don't even want to do it alone or take that jump to seek your word or have an understanding on your own, text me, hit me up. Feel free. We're a community. I'm not a stranger. I'm not Hollywood. We are one. And I can do the research. I can help us, put it into perspective, Allow God to use me and to work in your space and, pray for your own understanding. How do you grasp things? What are you resonating with and why? What are you obtaining and what are you not? Like, all things, because this is something I love. Going to my word and sitting down and holding myself to the fire. And actually, these past 30 days have been like, it's flying by, it's flown by. And it's been a teaching experience. I've been triggered. I've been distracted. I've been thrown off. I've been back on court. Like, I went through a roller coaster within these 30 days. And if you break down the years, just 30 days, you would accomplish so much just by doing something every day for 30 days. I've accomplished so much. I've posted about so much. I've touched on so much. And I still got EPs to go. And imagine, like, if I just keep going, breaking it down, 30 days. I've accomplished so much. And just, like, I'm just so grateful. I'm so thankful. I'm so thankful for the community. I'm so thankful for the people who are actually tuning in and listening and actually allowing an open space, a safe space, feeling safe. I thank you guys for feeling safe with me, with the knowledge that I'm obtaining and spreading on my platform. I'm just being myself. I'm coming on here. Like I said, my soundboard is a little messed up. I haven't tweaked with it since I've been on the grind because I've been trying to be focused. But I got some days off, so I'm going to play around with it, see what's going on. But we even have to take it back to the old school way. I did it a little improvised just by playing the music in the back and doing the voice memos because this is not how I normally used to post it. But so much happened. My iPad broke. I still got to get my iPad fixed. But everything, any little inconvenience that could have thrown me off has happened. But I persevere because I got an unconditional love for this. And it always perseveres. Faith, loyalty, having love, commitment. I'm having an allegiance to Dear Broken Adolescent because it's the worldwide diary entry. And everybody got a story. Everybody got something to say, something to add to the conversation. And everybody's opinion is valued and perspective is appreciated. Ooh, I love you guys. I love this space. I can see the difference within my flowing, my energy, how I'm even creating my EPs, what I'm writing. I feel it in the atmosphere. I feel it flowing through my veins. It feels so good, y'all. From when I first started posting to now. Y'all, I can't even. And it's just so much more to come for this year. Like, we've accomplished so much already in 2026. And we got so much more to come. So, y'all tap in. Y'all connect with me. If you know people who are interested to get on the pod, who add to the conversation, good and bad. If you've been through things and now you have a game perspective and you want to motivate other people, or if you're going through something and you need perspectives and help in a community and want people to tap in and spread awareness or something, tune in. Emotional intelligence it shows up in every way. No matter what your nonprofit is, what your business is, beauty industry, personal growth, spiritual growth, relationships, if you're standing up for like incarceration or toxic relationship, anything. I've been invited to speak to so many different events, and I can just show up and talk about emotional intelligence in all these different categories of life. Without emotional intelligence, there's no social interactions. Without feelings, And that's what people don't understand. You know, to build bonds, to have growth, to have families, to have relationships, friendships, you gotta have feelings. You gotta be understanding. So yeah, that's Unconditional Love, and that's the second EP for tonight. I'm gonna get in the studio or the booth and just write some more and really just drop it because that's how I'm feeling. But I do gotta work early in the morning, so if these is the last two, then I'll get with y'all tomorrow. I love you guys.